Hey everybody, welcome on in to SJGames Live. I'm here today with Fox
Hello.
and Malix.
Hello.
We are going to be playing Groo because today is, or yesterday is the day that Groo released to stores, so it is now out and available in the wild wherever you get your games at. And if Groo's at your local store, send him somewhere else quickly. And if you didn't get that joke, watch us for a bit and you'll understand. Today we're going to be doing this game. Groo is a game where you are building towns in Groo's little universe. And Groo is this guy right here. It's a comic character by Sergio Aragonés. I probably mispronounced that. Groo is a barbarian, very strong warrior, not the brightest guy, very much wants to help, not good at helping. Chaos kind of follows in his wake wherever he goes through accidents and misfortune. So we are towns in Groo's universe, and as we build our towns, we are trying to build up 7 victory points worth of town in various building cards, like this. And if we can go a little closer in on those, Brandon.
Enhance.
Nope. It's gonna adjust it while we're not looking at it, but we're trying to build up.
Save people from getting car sick.
We're trying to build up our towns for the victory points here to get 7 victory points. And the first one is to get 7 victory points wins. Sounds easy, except Groo is around, and whenever Groo shows up, a lot of things in town break and get destroyed. So we're going to be trying to get Groo to go somewhere else while we're building up, is the gist of it. If you're just joining us, hi Granite Penguin, hey Paul, good to see you guys in here. I believe we just closed our backer kit project for Ogre Minis 4.
Yeah, it ended at 2.
Ended 2 o'clock, yeah. Let me see if I can backer kit Ogre set 4. See how that turned out. Just to update y'all. Yep, we are closed at 1,091 backers. And we, let's see,
We hit our goal.
16 times our goal and change, 17 times our goal and change.
Wow.
All right.
Good grief.
For a lot of the last bits of the missing components of the Ogre universe in plastic.
Whoa, yeah, that takes me back. Holy moly.
Yeah. We have been on last week doing a lot of painting techniques and stuff for him. But
I love those little GEVs. The little wings, the little light GEVs.
the light GVs are really cool.
They're so cool. They're like little ground jets.
I played the micro game with the counters in high school.
A lot of these people did too, but they wanted tons of plastic to make them the stable size.
Amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for backing that. Keep your eye on notices from that project about when they're going to open up. Usually they'll open up add-ons about a week or so after Daryl's had time to recover and can open up the add-ons and stuff. So if you're looking for any extra bits or associated projects, they'll probably be in there in a week or so. Keep your eyes on your email or the project page for that.
And fun fact, Groo backwards is ogre.
It is not, but
No.
close.
Fun fact.
I think
Fun
Drew
fact,
thinks it is.
not correct, but fun. So yeah, we are trying to build our towns up while Groo is trying to help us.
But we're trying to stop each other too.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's not just Screw's misfortunes.
well, basically, you don't want Groo near us. You say, why don't you go over there and
I don't care for that.
and do that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So there are town cards, which I've showed you already. We'll also have some army cards here, and those guys we can put out, the troops we can put out in front of our towns, and we can use them to attack other players or defend our own towns. However we use them, though, once they are used to attack or defend, they are lost. So they are kind of one shot once they're used. And we'll show you combat. I'm sure there'll be some combat when we get to it. There are also Groo effect cards. So when Groo is called upon to do something, usually these are how we'll play these on other people and have Groo do things wherever his current location is, because he's actually going to move around the table. We have
Hopefully.
Groo event cards, which are cards that will be played as soon as they're drawn. They're global things that happen to everybody, usually for some duration. And then lastly, there are some wild cards like the cheese dip, which will have an effect whenever you play them. And like cheese dip will automatically move Groo to somewhere else because he will go follow the cheese dip.
Sure.
Sure. I do that.
So we are going to get started here. I believe it is 5 cards, but I'm going to double check that real quick.
What's the number of players this is intended for?
This is going to be for 3 to 6 players. I believe. And
And this
setup. There we
This
go.
box included what was originally supplement. Right?
Yeah, the supplement was rolled into it, so it is both the original game and the original supplement. A few edits. It has a dice bag that we're not using right now, but it's got some of the Groo stuff printed on there. So the Munchkin-sized box you can see over here in a second is basically got the.
I can't zoom in on the box.
Can't zoom in on the box. We'll grab it in a minute.
It's at the wrong angle.
But it's got this deck of cards, these very chunky dice,
They're so big.
which are the resource dice, how we're gonna get things.
They're so
Um,
unreasonable.
The rule sheet and
Human hand.
dice. Yeah, those are
So
I mean, but also human hand.
well, okay, yeah.
they're still pretty chunky.
You're not an ogre. That's the
That's-
problem.
No, I'm a Groo. Wait,
No,
I'm confused.
I'm Jimmie.
I'm leaving.
So point being, there's all kinds of extra awesome in the box.
Exactly.
It's on the dice,
exactly.
Jimmy.
Nice.
It's on the dice. These are the resource dice. So yeah, these are the resource dice. So we're going to be rolling these during the construction phase of the turn, and you can see the various symbols. There are labor, supplies, copins, and Groo heads on these dice, on the white ones. And those are going to be the resources we use to build things in our town and play cards. The black die is the Groo movement die, and it'll tell us where Groo is going on any given point, any given turn. He'll go 1 left, 2 right, 1 right, 2 left, or if we roll, where do you go? Roll for Furto, then Groo's going to stay.
Play with the dog.
Play with the dog. So we're each going to get 5 cards to get started here.
I will destroy you.
That checks out. Honestly.
I think Groo will destroy everything.
Groo will probably destroy a lot of things, yes.
That's usually how this game goes.
All right, and then we'll put the draw pile out here. So
Now, if we get a
if you get a purple card
Event.
now, discard it, and we'll draw another one. Because we would not start the game with any of the event cards. So like mine, we'll discard, it'll go down here on the bottom.
Gotcha.
If you get it after this point, then you'll play it as soon as you draw the purple card. I put this out here in the middle where everybody can draw from it. And who would like to go first?
Can we start with you since you're?
I can start since I do know the
We'll
rules.
just go this way.
we should go in order of most awesome mustache.
I feel deeply discriminated against, and
You can show.
I'm okay. Thanks.
I know that's a lot of work.
It is a lot. I had to make one for the play last fall because I had a twin. We were doing Shakespeare, one of the twin plays, and
Oh, that's almost passive aggressive. Forcing the curl on someone else.
she was excited for it. And then by the end of the play, she never wanted to put on a prosthetic mustache again.
Fair.
But initially, she was like, "I get to have one of those," which I learned from had the supplies for making the beard at the dwarven thing we did.
All right, so I think we
All right.
could agree on you. I mean, the other thing
Yeah.
is it could be best hair, which would be you.
Oh, thank you.
And that's where I would feel deeply discriminated.
Well, that sounds like a you problem though, so I don't super care.
Oh, there we go. All right,
Nothing personal except that it is. Sorry, I did. I will continue it.
so the turn phases.
Please end it.
The first phase is the discard phase. So at the start of your turn, if you have any cards you don't like, you can discard them and draw another one. Like I'm going to discard the shipyard because I don't really want to use that. Now,
Do we want to show it off?
sure,
People can see what it looks
you
like.
can see why I don't want it. So the shipyard, you know, a card. This shipyard would cost me 1 copid and 1 supply to play. I would get 2 victory points for it. But the main reason I'm getting rid of it in my initial hand is this text down here. If Groo comes to your town, the shipyard is automatically destroyed. Just if he shows up,
Huh.
it's gone.
Gotcha.
Groo starts at my town because I was the dealer. So Groo will be sitting here in front of me. But yeah, I'll draw a card to replace that unless I already have. I have not. Because the second phase is draw, you draw back up to 5. The third phase is the attack phase. I don't have any troops out already, so we'll be skipping that for the first time around.
Okay.
And then the construction phase where I roll all of these dice.
Okay.
So Groo is going to go 1 town to the right, which is going to go over to Malix.
Hey, buddy.
And then I have to work with this turn is 3 labor and 3 copens, which is an usually high number of copens because there's only 1 on each die. So what I can do with that is absolutely nothing.
Rad.
So we go to the next phase, which is the leftover phase, which means anything I have not spent goes to the next player around the table to use.
Neat.
So pass to the left, not to the right.
Pass to the left, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That follows the turn order around the table.
Just gonna look at this hand and then push all of these dice to the left.
And so it's going to continue to go around the table until it
that's
gets
right.
back to me.
So at our tables, we call it not clockwise and anti-clockwise. We call it Steve-wise or anti-Steve-wise. I forgot that, of course, here it's left
Right,
because Steve-wise.
Yeah.
All right, so I can use any of those.
any of those to play the cards in your hand.
Well, I don't want to do that. That'd be terrible. Nope, that would be bad.
It's like everything in my hand required supplies, which I rolled none of.
Yeah, same. So we've
Wow.
hit the end of the bell curve.
Right.
Yay
yeah,
us.
Yeah.
I can use this, I guess. No? No?
So just a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so that ends the leftover phase, and it's all still left over. We're all going to be wishing for these in about a turn or two.
Yep.
We're really good at Groo, you guys.
We're very good at Groo. So then becomes the second draw phase, where if I had less than 5 cards, I would draw my hand back up to 5 cards. Since I played no cards, my hand's already at 5. So
Neat.
the turn goes to the next player. So
You can't discard on the second draw, right?
you cannot. Yeah, your discard's at the top of
Just
your
a
turn.
refill.
Yep.
Okay.
So Fox, you are discard phase. If there's anything you don't want, you can ditch it.
For sure. We're just gonna pitch 2 Groo cards because I don't really have a lot to do with them right now. And as evidenced, I would really love to be able to build some things. So
So then you draw back up to
draw back up to 5.
5.
Take a look at what they are. Sick. Okay. Scoop up the dice. Just no mean feat.
Yep. There's no attack phase, so we are on construction phase.
Ah,
Groo moves 1 town to the right.
awesome. Rad. Love to see it. Welcome aboard, buddy. There's no town here yet, so just why don't you perk your butt, see what you
Ooh, help.
absolutely not help in any capacity whatsoever. Groo, honestly, kind of pain in the butt.
But you got at least 1 of each symbol this time, so you can maybe pull off something. You got 4 supplies, 1 labor, and 1 copen.
I do. So I can do. Where do we want to put our spent dice? Just like,
I usually just put them back up against the table edge, just so we know
Sick.
they're not used. They're not out there for use.
so then I can do that and go. I just had it. There it is. I'm gonna play a School of Arms.
There you go.
As 1 VP adds 1 defense to any 1 troop card in my town, and then these pass that away.
All right.
Here you
Your
go.
leftovers are a bunch of comfy pillows.
Please enjoy my sacks.
I don't like that at all.
You weren't supposed to.
Okay. Well, I guess I might as well do this because it's destroyed. The crew comes to town, but doesn't do any further harm. So it might end up ablative, but who cares, right?
Yep.
Mm.
And it doesn't leave the resources for me, so
There you go.
Pass
I get
them along.
2 supplies. So I will drop out a bowman, which is a troop card, and a tavern.
So what use is the 0 defense? Is that hoping you can get that modified with something?
They're not usually. Some will, but basically it's mostly only good for attacking.
Okay, I see.
This card.
So I will. The tavern says if I have an army and at least 1 foe has buildings, I must send at least 1 troop to attack each turn. And it's worth 1 victory point. And I will spend those 2. It is back to Fox now at the end of her
Aw.
turn. So the leftover phase is done. You're on your second draw phase. So draw back up to
I'm gonna
5.
draw 1.
And then we move the turn order down to Malix.
All right.
So you may discard anything you don't care for.
Turn go fast.
I'm gonna discard 2.
Gameplay's nice and quick.
It's a pretty quick game. There's a little bit of you can feel a little bit of kind of Munchkin in-game part where Groo keeps bouncing around as everyone gets close.
Sure.
Like it gets common to a lot of take that games. Like once someone gets close, the taking that starts
For
getting
sure.
heavy. So there's a little bit of almost done, not quite, almost done, not quite.
Okay.
But I appreciate any game where like off turn you're still doing stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of
for
cool
Groo.
that
Groo goes to the right.
Yep.
One.
so
Yep.
right here.
To me. No, was that you?
Yes, that is absolutely correct. And
Groo goes
yes,
to me.
And I got a bunch of pillows and 2 Groo heads.
I'm paying attention.
But yeah, no, it's that the passing, the leftover phase, the passing of the
Yeah,
dice is a nice
sweet.
thing to keep everybody kind of engaged. There's not a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice that way. It's not terribly complex to pick up. It is pretty luck based, so if luck isn't your
It's a
thing,
dice game.
it's a dice game. Yeah.
Yeah, or at least in
I'm
parts
going
it's a dice game, I should
play
say.
Army training. Groo effect. Remove all troop cards requiring labor at Groo's current location.
So I don't have any that require
Oh.
labor. So do you want to still do that or not? Okay.
Well,
You could use it just. You can use
I'm
it
gonna
just to
use
burn the
this
goo
to
head.
blow the die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's burn the die.
So laborers, these little guys right here.
Yep.
It's the little dudes that look like dudes.
I can't really do anything else
That's
because
supposed to do
terrible
like
wall.
sacks.
Yes, I'm supposed to the dudes that look like sacks and the dudes that
Left
look like money.
means those are yours, Jimmy.
All right. So I have 4 of those. I will use 1 of the supplies for another bowman. And pass 3 supplies over to Fox.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So they come back to you. That is done. So
Fill
you
up to 5.
fill up to 5, and it is then my turn.
Slide
I will
the
help.
dice.
Do I want to discard anything? Nope. So I will take 3 to fill up to 5.
Up a little bit.
2 of those are events, so we're going to have some interesting things happening.
Love interesting things.
We start off with Groo's Rampage.
Oh,
Play this card right now. Until the beginning of your next turn, all Groo heads roll are doubled.
okay.
All right.
Oh dear.
That is just happening until the end of my until the start of my next turn. Also, Tax Collector. Play this card right now. Each player must discard 1 building or troop card from their hand or in play that requires Copens. I do not have one that requires Copens.
Same. You trust me, right?
Cards right there.
That requires Scopens. It's gone now.
All right. Let me double check. I don't recall if I draw back up when those show up or if they just happen and
That's a
I'm.
very good question.
Yeah, what the event cards?
Yeah,
You play them immediately.
you play them. I just don't know if I continue filling up my hand.
Yeah.
Don't believe you.
I believe you do.
Oh, do you? Okay. I didn't think
What-
you did, but
If they happen as soon as I draw them, then I haven't been able to actually fill my hand. But I'm
Right.
going to double check and see what the rules say. If you draw event purple, then play immediately, discard it, and continue drawing to 5. So draw
Right.
phase does
There you
cover it. So 2 more, hopefully not more event cards.
more event cards.
Not more event cards.
I was wrong.
Now I'm at 5. Then I'm in the attack phase. Because I have the tavern, I have an army,
Mhm.
and at least one of my foes has buildings. I have to send one of them to attack.
It's very true. All of it.
So we have a school of arms and a
Oh.
shipyard. The shipyard is likely to blow up anyway. So we'll send a bowman to
Yeah.
Fox's.
Whatever you need to
School of
justify
Art.
your violence.
So the way that attacks work in this game is you're going to send the army out. 2 is my attack strength of this card. So I add up all the attack strength that I send to the other person's town. They can commit any of their troops that they have in play
Yep. We'll get right on that.
to defend using the combined defense score they choose to commit to that attack. My attack minus their defense is what we look at. If that number is positive, then say if I had a 2 attack and you had 1 defense, be 1 left over, you would lose 1 victory point worth of building.
Okay.
In this case, I have an attack of 2, you have a defense of 0, so you will lose 2 victory points worth of building. 1, so
But I only have one, so that means I don't lose any.
that
Right?
is incorrect.
That is
You
incorrect.
lose that one twice.
Oh man.
But
The other thing about those is that any troops used in attack or defense are discarded after the fight.
I do have a question.
Yes.
If I'd had, let's say, multiple buildings out here, who chooses which of these buildings I lose?
The defender chooses.
Defender chooses. Okay. Neat.
So I have done my required attack by the tavern.
Again, whatever you
Then
need
I-
to justify it.
Then I can do construction phase. So it is time to roll the dice. Groo's currently at my town. Really don't want him there with Groo's rampage effect. He's moving one town to the right, which is over to Malix.
Oh no! If
Which-
Groo comes to town, the shipyard is automatically destroyed.
Blows up
Groo!
the shipyard.
That's about how I thought things were gonna go.
All right, so to spend stuff, I have 3 supplies, 1 Copen, and 4 Groo heads
Groo.
because of Groo's rampage.
It's a lot of Groo.
There's a lot of
So
Groo.
much Groo.
I'm going to use the Copen to build the lighthouse, which is 1 victory point and adds 1 victory point if a shipyard is in my town. They don't for long usually. I'm going to do nothing with the rest of these cards and pass 4 Groo heads and 3 supplies to Fox.
Neat. I'm gonna look at my hand that couldn't do anything with this arrangement of dice before, and just
pass
push
it out.
all of them to the side.
Define trust.
Oh, good news! They're coming
Done
right.
and done.
They're coming right back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, well. Hey, 4 Groo heads and nothing happened to me. I will take that. So leftover phase is done. Second draw phase, I'll draw 1 to go back up to 5. And pass everything on
Okay.
to Fox.
Just make it. There are like 2 labor on here. I'm like, okay, we
2
just
labor.
haven't been rolling.
Yep, it's 2 labor, 2 supplies, a Groo head, and a Copen.
All right. Let's see. Groo is priority. All right.
The violence is inherent in the system. The card literally says I have to start a fight.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna discard another Groo card before I draw up. Yep. Okay. Let's roll some dice. So chonky.
They are solid dice.
It's like they're legit kind of hard for me to hold. You get a good roll on. Okay.
Groo moves 2 to the left.
Left. So boom boom comes here. Hi Groo. This is about what I was expecting. Alright. 2 Groo heads. 3 sacks. 2
That's
dudes.
a good selection.
That is actually something I can do something with. Okay, so first order of business. Let's do this to close the barn door after the horses have already left, but I've got cavalry now. And let's do. Let's do this to play an armory. Yes. All yes and good. Here you
Okay.
go.
+1 attack to any 1 troop card in your army
Mm-hmm.
with 1 victory point.
So this guy's got 1 attack.
No, thank you.
Back over to you.
So 2 Groo heads and a supply.
Mhm.
I can't actually do anything with the supply on its own. So back to you and done.
1, 2, 3. Draw 2 cards. None of them are purple. Here you
Not
go.
discarding, so I'll just pick up. See if they roll more than just bags of chips.
I just went to look at our website for something and saw today's Daily Illuminator. There is a humble bundle on the Discworld books
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
for 39. Wow. So yeah, that's a good deal for anybody. If you like the Discworld stuff, and if you've never heard of the Discworld stuff, you should look into it.
Yeah.
There's out of thin air, there's a humble bundle on Axes and Anvils, which I wrote like 6-7 years
Oh,
ago.
cool.
A long time
Wow.
ago,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Oh,
You only read one. Read Monstrous Regiment.
can do that.
What I was looking for was the link. If you guys want to chat about our games, that is our Discord server. which has been very active on the Ogre channels the last 2 weeks because of the
Weird.
supply
Yeah.
of the so everyone comparing and figuring out how many of what they need to run certain scenarios and everything. And
Okay, Jimmy.
what's passing over to
I
me?
can't use
Ooh.
all that.
A lot of stuff that I would need something else to do. Fox, that's
Yeah.
all to you.
Oh, sick. I'll just play one of these Groo cards and oh wait, he's sitting on my town. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not right now.
No.
All right.
We're doing a very quiet rampage.
Oh.
Groo just went to chill with dog.
And I'm done.
All right. That is
Yeah.
back to me. That is the start of my next turn. So Gru's rampage is now over. We're back to not doubling the Gru.
Grew disappointed with own rampage.
Exactly.
I find that dogs have that effect on me as well, so I kind of get it. It's hard to be on a rampage
You
with a
think
cute
instead
pupper.
of rampaging, you just chilled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just rampage, saw the dog and was like, oh, good doggo.
Dog's a mess.
I am
So
going
Gru.
to. I'm going to discard Gru's Revenge and draw a card. Just had too many things. Okay. And then I'll roll the die. Well, actually, I have to attack because I still have my tavern.
Yo, what's
Um,
up?
Oh,
What's up,
I don't
nerd?
like- I don't like where this is going.
Want to mess with us again? Because I don't think you do. I don't think you want none of this.
Well,
We don't.
yeah.
We don't exist.
You know, so here's my thinking. If I attack Fox,
Mm-mm.
she's likely to use the cavalry, which means it won't be around to attack me in revenge later.
I like that.
So,
I like your thinking.
I'm gonna go with that.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I defend with this. This only adds +1 attack, which means there's still a difference of 2, or difference of 1. So I'd still lose my armory regardless as if I defended it.
It's true.
I hate you. No, I will not be using my cavalry to defend the armory.
Suspect that revenge is coming then. All right. Could feed my troops with something besides alcohol, probably.
I'd recommend it.
All right, time for resources then.
Uh-huh.
Construction phase. Gru moves 1 town to the right.
Oh, word?
I think we're going to play the cheese dip. Play just after the dice are rolled. You determine Gru's new location. Ignore the Gru movement die this turn. I'm going to send Gru over to the left. That distance away from
Oh,
me.
I grew.
There are no Gru heads rolled this turn, so. Don't want Gru hanging out in my place. Not really a good house guest. Okay.
Roommate.
What I can do now, since I do have Copeland's and supplies, I'll build a military stable. There's 1 victory point and adds +1 attack to one of my troops. And then I will.
Your military seems decidedly unstable, frankly.
Well, that's why we need a stable.
I don't think the horses are going to help.
We'll spend a troop and a labor and a supply for a cavalry of our own. And then we'll pass on to labor. Revenge is the best dish best served by Gru. I'm sure that will happen sooner
Yeah.
and later.
We're just going to slide these dice to the left.
Both most likely.
I'm going to protect my granary.
And I think I'm going to aggressively discard this hand next turn. Aggressively discard.
All right, that's it. So just one.
All right, so Phil back up to 5, 2, 3. And Fox, it is to you.
Okie dokie dokie. Let's go ahead and flush a handful of cards here. Let's see. That's where Groo is currently, but
Hello.
let's see. All right. Let's get rid of this and this. And
If you are unfamiliar with Gru, it is I think we said this at the top, but it's a comic by Sergio Aragonés that has been going for many, many years. I think it's well and done, but you can probably find compilations of it nowadays.
3. Yeah, no, he's long since stopped, but it's out there. I don't know.
It's out there.
Yell
There are
at your
still
comic
fans
store.
because we heard a lot of when we first brought this back. I think last spring we talked to Gamma to people about it coming back, and a lot of the comic stores were like, "Groo, I haven't seen Groo in forever."
Yeah, man. All right, so this guy moves here. Rad. Hi,
Rad.
Groo. Welcome back. Not. I hear you chuckling over there behind the camera. Don't think that monitor I can't see you behind will save you.
Make
From what I have
sure-
no idea. What do we got here? We've got 2 supply and 3 dudes. So mad at my hand.
No, actually, Groo only goes to me.
Oh.
Because in a 3-player game, those doubles are treated as a single,
Oh.
same as a 2-player game.
Well then, let's spend a Groo die. To play Minor Problem. Groo destroys 1 building at his location. Of whose choice? Yours or mine?
It's going to be the defender's choice.
Cool. So blow something up, please.
Blow up the tavern that makes me keep spending my military.
I'm honestly okay with it. It has wronged me many a time. All right, and then we're going to spend a supply to pop down a broken drawbridge. Remove 1 supply result when you roll the dice. That's not great, but we're gonna go.
But it is
with
worth 2 points.
But it's worth 2 points. So, yep. All right. Then these dice go this way.
Many of the 2-pointer buildings have a downside to them. Like the shipyard automatically destroys if Groo shows up.
Yes.
That one,
I had one earlier that I discarded.
Add some cavalry.
Okay. There you go.
yeah, Groo goes to dynamite. Do not give Groo dynamite. Be a bad idea. I'm going to spend 1 of the labor for a residence. It's a 1-point building. It's worth an additional victory point if you have another residence in your town.
To present, you do
I
not.
do not. I have a stable and a lighthouse in my town.
Well, give it time.
And that is you, so.
So I have a single one of these guys, but I got nothing to spend that on.
Well, come back. So it's done when it gets back to you because you started.
Oh, God, right. Yeah, that would be weird for me to pass that. Yes. This makes sense. Anyway, okay, so now I can attack if so inclined.
You no, attacks before the die roll.
Or the die roll. I always get those flipped.
Yeah.
Alright, that's just fine. I'm not looking to attack anyway. So it's the end of my turn. Neat. So let's see.
Summoning sickness before summoning sickness happened. You can't use the troops the turn we get them.
The only summoning sickness. Well, I guess you don't have that tavern anymore, but that was making
That's
people
true.
summoning sick. Anyway, I would like to discard Wizard's Keep. At the end of your turn, you may discard this card to take another turn.
I think that's got to be in play first.
So you have to discard it from play.
Yeah.
Not from your hand.
Correct.
I'm going to put this back into my hand.
And it's just
And
we're
will
just gonna
continue play.
we'll take it out in post. That never happened.
Nothing.
I said discard it from my hand. Okay.
Yeah, any of the building cards have to be in play for their abilities to do.
Dig it. Okay. So here's dice.
Okay. Gonna discard 2.
See,
That
discard.
means
I think it's a completely reasonable mistake to make. That normal, smart people who are good and attractive would do.
But I like discard.
Leaving.
dad jokes.
Leaving. Leaving.
Good lord. Oh heavens. All right, let's roll 5 kopecks, please.
Groo moves to the left one.
How about none kopecks?
Yeah,
No Copens.
no kopens at all. But yeah, kopens was real. That's no good.
Like I said, that first turn when we rolled like tons of Copens, we were all going to be wishing for that roll later in the game.
So the granary gives me an extra supplies. I'm going to use the extra supplies to do a lumberyard.
Got it.
Also, I'm going to some bowman.
Guess lumberyard would be one word. My brain wants to be 2.
And these go to Jimmie.
My brain is often wrong.
You get a whole
Whole bunch of
bonus bag.
supplies.
Yeah.
Which alone, I can not do anything with.
Yay.
Box to you.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, wait, there was a guy in there?
There's labor in there.
Oh, I
You
thought
wanna,
it was,
you wanna cheat step it back?
There was a guy in there.
I thought it was all supplies, yeah.
No, no, no. No.
So I'll pass. I put out another cavalry.
I'll just, yeah.
Okay.
And I am complete.
Okay. Discard phase. I'm going to keep what I've got. Draw phase up to 5.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm holding 3 cards. That shouldn't be possible.
Did you spend them after your turn ended?
Sure didn't. Did
Didn't.
No.
No,
No,
because it was your
right.
turn. You should. Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
You didn't spend anything on Malix's turn. You should have. You missed your final draw.
I missed my final draw step.
So I am now in attack phase. I am
We're
not.
just gonna fix things.
Yeah.
Draw a purple card, but it would mess things up right now.
So I'll work on that. Am I going to attack? No, I'm going to hold on to this military I've got for now. So going to construction phase. Grab these. And roll them.
That's a silly card.
Groo stays where he is at.
Could you not
We have 3 labor and 3 supply.
go away?
Well, there are no Groo heads in the roll, at least. For that, I can use 1 labor and 1 supply.
But if he moved and then there were Groo heads, I would have something to do.
True. For another cavalry. So I have a cavalry unit. And the other 4 of these get passed on.
Someone who is not me. Have it a day, folks.
Yeah, no, me neither.
All right, then I will do my second draw phase and end the turn. You are up. See if you can roll better.
I do have to remove 1 supply result from
From the roll. No.
Yeah. Hang on, make sure. Did discard draw then do this?
It's discard, draw, attack, roll.
Okay.
So
Right. If I'm going to be doing any discarding, I should do it now.
now.
Okay. Wizard's Keep is incredibly cool. I'm never going to be able to play it.
Having the all-seeing eye over my shoulder is a little disorienting.
Just cause I
I
feel like someone's looking at me. Oh, they are.
Yeah.
You get used to it and you're in here enough. And
Yeah, it's just kind of fades into the background with the rest of the Nords around here.
Groo moves to the left.
Remember that card I said I wasn't going to be able to play?
Yeah, the one you could play now.
The one I can absolutely play now? We're not going to talk about it. I also
So, chat, would you like to talk about the cards?
did not. I also didn't draw up, by the way. Oh, funny. Sorry, I'm doing everything out of order. I completely screwed up my draw there. Groo's Confusion. Play this card right now. Each player must pass their hands to the right.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I have bad news.
not doing it.
I have bad news. It says must.
So right is.
No, right is to Fox.
Oh, okay.
That would be left.
That's
And
like
those are mine to you, yeah.
Mine now. These
All right.
are for me now. Okay, sick.
And
Whoa.
Are there 5 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
hanging on to
And
that.
then you're done with draw
I'm done
phase.
with draw phase. Then
You might
this
do
is
it.
when I would attack if I wanted to. That's not happening.
Right.
You guys have armies. All right.
That annoys
Construction
me.
phase. It definitely should. Holy cannoli. Although I lost some stuff I really would have liked too. But... All right.
Oh, yeah.
What hue? Okay, funny. All right. So I got 2 money, 2 bag, 3 bag, 1 dude. I guess do this. Doesn't get me any VP, but it feels neat. I'm gonna play Grativo. He's a 1 attack, 1 defense. Discard this card at the beginning of the attack phase to reduce one army strength to nil. Which, that seems messed up. Here you go. Have some dice.
Yay. Well, I'm going to take this one and this one, and I'm going to put up a square.
School Scott. What does that do?
That gives +1 defense to any troop card in your town. Any one.
Got it. And I have a single supply, which I cannot do anything with. So back to you, Fox.
Okie doke. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to draw up to 5. Okay. And then the dice go this way.
What's the turn order summary again?
So first you will discard, then you draw up to 5, then attack, then roll the dice and build, then leftovers, then a second draw phase.
Interesting. So I'm gonna discard 2.
I actually kind of wanted that.
I'm going to throw it away in front of you.
That one's mine.
Yeah,
which
that's
I
in
also
hand.
want it, but then attack if you want to use your army to attack anyone.
I would like to use my bowmen because they're not useful in defense against the person with the most buildings.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
So
rather
that is
markedly not me, so.
2 points of attack.
2 points of attack, plus attack. Let's see. So I will have to commit 2 cavalry if I want to stop it, because cavalry are only 1 in defense. I will do that because I do like all my buildings. So you have 2 attack, I have 2 defense. They will cancel out to 0. We both lose all those army cards.
I don't think it's loss. I think I killed all those guys. I'm happy.
And then attack phase is done, so now you are at construction phase.
Okay. Oh, look, and Groo's still here.
Groo stays there.
Groo, in fact, is still there.
But there's callbacks.
There
It'd be
are.
great if I still had my hand.
Yeah, it would.
See, I
Or
don't-
Fox's hand.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
So, where did my cards go? Did they go to you?
Hello.
Fox has your cards, you have my cards, I have her cards.
Mhm.
So I've got callbacks and 1 Groo.
2 supplies.
Uh,
No labor, which is probably the sticking point.
Yep. um. I'm going to use Roberto to move Groo to Jimmieburg.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Nope, all my cards for moving Groo are in your hand.
And to build shipyard.
Definitely something you want to do with Groo not there, not intended.
And sadly, that's all I can do. So all these great dice get moved along.
All right. So I have 2 Copens, a supply, and a Groo head.
That's factual. I can see it on the dice.
It is. Well, since Groo is at my town, I can't do anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Groo head.
Okay.
I'm going to play Flee with Your Gold.
Good.
Remove all troop cards requiring Copens at Groo's current location. Because I have no troop cards requiring Copens. That way, no one else can stand that Groo head to do anything in my town.
Mhm.
So Fox, 2 Copens and a supply to you.
Okay, this raises an interesting question. Not saying I'm looking to do anything with Groo, but Groo's Revenge is a wild card that says discard at any time it is your turn. Oh, to build. It's not my turn to build, or it is my turn. That's the thing. Is it my turn to build, or
Let me check and see.
Not
That's an
sure.
interesting question. Is it
Yeah.
only during your build phase, or is it any time?
Could I discard this
it's-
now to generate 2 Groo heads?
Right. Construction phase. You may turn your heads. You may
While you're
play
looking
building
that up,
cards.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Uh,
We're gonna go ahead and burn a supply and a open to play the town hall. When you roll the dice, add 1 extra Copen result. Extra Copens are not passed on.
But you didn't roll these dice. Oh, sorry. That's what the town hall does. Sorry.
Town hall dice.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
Um,
taking my turn while you went and answered a
so
really understandable rules question.
what I'm seeing here, construction phase says you can play building and troop cards from your hand by spending symbols and raw materials on dice. The leftover phase says you may use.
Oh, I think here we go.
possible-
Then it's the next player's turn. I'm wondering if that's.
Six of turn.
So, yeah. I'm guessing that means
Uh,
that it's not my
I
turn.
think you can only play it on your turn because
I think the wording should be on your turn.
Yeah.
We'll play it for that way for this one, and if we need to look it up later, we'll
because it's the
consult.
leftover phase when you're doing it the other way.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
not the construction phase; it's the leftover phase.
Right.
So
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
yeah,
What-
I'm gonna go with that.
Just wanted that clarified. Rad and bad. And yeah, this. Oh yeah, that's it for me. And I guess I don't pass these on anymore. So neat.
Well, you just don't pass on the one
Yeah, you don't pass on the bonus one that you generate.
Oh, the bonus.
and you didn't generate the bonus.
I did not,
this
no.
round, 'cause you didn't
Either
roll.
way, but regardless, it comes back to you, and then
So all that comes to me is a Copen.
Well, no, it's you started.
You
this roll,
started,
so it's dead die to you.
Oh,
right, because it was the start of your turn.
let's track where we were.
A lot happened, to be fair.
Usually, what I try to do is keep the movement die in front of whoever turn it is.
That's really
that
smart.
way, it's a good way to like when you're
Oh yeah.
since you're bouncing around the
So
table all the
refilling
time.
now.
You already fell into 5.
That's really smart.
Okay, done. Done and done.
Right, so then it is to me.
Yep.
I am going to keep those 3 cards. So no discards. Draw 2 for the draw phase. No events. Attack phase, I only have 1 troop. I'm not going to attack with them. So construction phase. Rolling the dice. Groo moves 1 to the left.
Don't care for that.
And we have 3 supplies, 2 labor, and a Groo head. And with what I drew, I can do none of that. So I'm going to pass
Cool.
that on to Fox.
So, all right. Let's go ahead and burn Homie to get a footman. And pass to the rest of these. Wait, double check. Okay. I had to check fast on something. Pass the rest of these desks to the left.
Okay, let's do. Let's build a residence. Good band.
2, 6,
I was
by the way.
hoping you wouldn't count.
Oh.
And that's
I'm the token woman. I never count.
Da-da.
not even gonna count.
That's probably for the best, honestly.
I'll
So what about
just
you, Chad? When did you guys first encounter Groo?
I'll just say Greta Gerwig was robbed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I
one of those
agree
things you
with
don't
that.
get a lot of pushback against.
That's very true. All right. So my turn.
Back to me. I need to fill my hand up. I didn't
Okay.
spend any, so yes, now it's your
I
turn.
was like, dice came my way, and I'm like, we done? Oh.
So you are at
Okay.
the discard phase.
So let me tidy up the discard pile a little bit. I definitely bumped
Yeah.
my elbow right on the table
Yikes.
in a way that is not pleasant.
Yeah, the irony in the Oscar
Mm.
nominations
Yeah.
for that was
Oh,
they couldn't have restated the premise well enough any better. I don't think.
I'm actually
I
gonna go ahead and
mean-
pitch that.
America did get a nomination, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Okay.
And 3. All right.
They got
Nope.
adapted screenplay, although adapted from what? The White Box?
I guess.
Best not to think about these kinds of things. Okay. What do we
Groo
got?
moves to the left,
Groo goes this
Oh
and
no!
then the shipyard goes boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as close.
Now you've
6
got
becomes a
four.
4.
way. Okay. So first order of business.
Sorry, Groo.
I automatically remove 1 supply result when I roll a dice. This goes away.
Right. And you add a Copen result, so temporarily make
Yeah.
that
We'll just,
Copen.
that's a better way to track that, honestly.
Is that only for Fox or is it for
Yes.
The extra Copen's not passed on, so if she uses no Copens,
everyone? Right.
then that will not go on.
Just checking.
Correct. So let's see here. Do that. Do do that.
Yeah.
Let's do all those things. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna spend this coupon. Not my bonus coupon. Play Customs House.
Okay.
It's worth
So-
2 VP. Whenever you roll the dice, remove 1 coupon result.
So you add one and remove one.
Going to spend a supply. Play the guard tower. Add +1 defense to any 1 troop in your town.
Okay.
6 points.
And then we're going to play a dude.
Candlestick
Candlestick
maker?
Maker. Worth 1 VP, adds 1 VP if you also have the butcher and the baker. I appreciate this joke.
Mhm.
So you are currently at 7 victory points.
I am at 7 VP.
If at the end of your turn
I'm still at
you are still at 7 victory points,
yeah.
then you will win the game. If you make it to the end of your turn.
If
that
I
way.
make it to the end of my turn. All right. So then these go to the left,
Mhm.
and we'll just this does not pass on.
Right.
We'll say this is free because I'm currently active player. So
That includes the draw phase where you may draw event cards.
I have the baker.
be cool, man. Come on.
You have the what?
I have the baker.
You have the baker? All right. And then a Groo head passes on to me.
Your head comes your way.
All right. If only I had anything that worked on the Groo heads, I could do something. I do not, though, so I cannot use the single Groo head. So that means leftover phase is done. So, Fox,
Okay.
how many cards do you need to draw?
3.
Draw 3 cards and hope they're not events. Or at least not the wrong events.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. 1,
Not an event.
2. Still
Not
good.
an event.
Come on, please, 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 please. Oh my god.
Not an event.
I drew an orphanage. I'm so happy to
Yay.
see all these parentless children.
The orphanage is a great card, though.
It's actually like legit really good.
The Groo effect cards don't work on your buildings or your troops if you have the orphanage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because Groo,
That's what you need for the shipyard.
yeah,
Yes.
yep.
Can't blow
Well,
up these
no.
ships.
No, because Groo effect, that's not a Groo effect
Oh, it's
card.
not an
That's
effect.
That's
built into
Groo.
the shipyard
It's an
itself.
event,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
But that does mean Fox's Town got to 7 victory points first, and so she
Yay.
wins the game of Groo.
I won a game on stream. It happened.
Foxton is
We'll
victorious.
just have to edit this out and
No,
Why?
please, please.
Just keep going until she draws a bad event.
exactly. Just what was the one that you discarded earlier? At
Oh, yeah, the one I-
continuity
I'm
error
a
one.
little
Yeah.
disappointed that Groo never got to wreck anything.
Yeah, I had 2 of those. You need help to just destroy 3 buildings at its
Yeah.
current
We'll
location.
see 'em.
here's the thing though, is I was you show those off, and then I want to show off what I had in my hand just in case you played one.
3 buildings.
Yeah, that's you need help as Groo destroys 3 buildings at its current location. Town in need is you move Groo to any
Any town.
destroy building of your choice. There you go.
But here's the insurance policy that I stole.
Bad directions. You play card immediately after
Oh,
a
yeah.
Groo effect card is played. Groo.
That's a good one.
It's basically a no,
No,
you.
you.
I think I got it in the first draw and I hung on to it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire game.
Yeah, that's one.
Understandably,
This
yeah.
one you just hang on to because yep.
Yes, I was very happy to see that enter my hand. I'm like, oh,
So that one
I'll
didn't
just
have nearly as much Groo destruction as most games do.
I'm
Yeah,
honestly kind of
Because
surprised.
there's a lot, usually a lot more, but they just weren't. The cards and dice weren't lined up
It
for that.
definitely affected playing that it's a threat, right?
Oh yeah,
It's almost
yeah.
like seeing like the light for the satellite, like you've got red on you. You know?
Oh.
yeah. The-
Hey, what's that dot mean? What is it? Is it a spider?
It's all good. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a threat that bounces around. You have to like, all right, how do I keep it away from me or get it away
Right.
from me? And when it's away from me, how do I capitalize on that?
Yeah.
Because
But
it's the one way you can.
listen, it's been a long time since the first edition of the game. Groo's a little tired. He's slow to wake up. Like
Right.
maybe a little hungover.
My tavern's gone, so maybe
You know,
So
that's a
he's
really good point.
wonky for being in the box.
could be.
That's fair.
The T-step went bad.
Maybe the lowest destruction Groo game ever. It may be.
Honestly, yeah.
Certainly of ours.
Definitely one of ours, yes. But this is now available. We ran a campaign for this a while ago. It's out. It is now available in retail stores as of yesterday. So go down to your local store, ask for Groo the game, buy it, have them ordered if it's not there.
Link in the chat.
Link in the chat to get it directly from us if you don't have a local store. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Don't know what we're doing just yet. We'll have to we'll talk about that. We plan through the end of January and January is already almost over.
No.
I know.
No.
I know.
Try
So
again. Lie to me if you have to.
That's how time works.
is Happy New Year. Last night was a great night, and welcome to February. No. But thank you again for Fox joining us and
Thank you
for
for having
Malix joining us. Malix, you're going to be coming up soon, since March is rolling around soon, out at
Yep.
Sherwood Forest Fair.
I'll be at Sherwood Forest Fair. I'll be running D&D at a booth called Basham Clan. They make nerd adjacent like dice towers and all kinds of good tchotchkes. So if you're a Sherwood person and you've been spending money on D&D stuff, that's the booth you've been spending it at. I'll be there.
Running campaigns every weekend, pretty much.
Except the 22nd weekend, which will probably be at GaryCon.
You may see. I don't know if Steve's going to GaryCon or not. Some years he does, so you may.
It's the 50th year, so it's their Founders and Legends year.
Wow.
It's
Cool.
kind of a
Whoa.
big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't qualify to be a founder or a legend, so I'm just tiny itself. That's fine.
But you'll still be there.
If I can make it.
Good. Go on out to, and if you don't know, Sherwood is a regional fair near us out in Bastrop. I think technically it's Bastrop.
It's about 45 minutes out of Austin.
Yeah.
So,
Real close.
It's southeast of here
as
somewhere.
opposed to
Yeah.
driving all the way up to the other fairs, which are bigger, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sherwood's
Texas
nice.
Run Park
It's
Fair.
literally in a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally cut a forest. It's really
the
cool.
one. Like,
It's
listen,
cool.
I've lived in Austin a long time. It's the cool one, all right? I'm gonna level with you folks.
It's friendly. Yeah, the meat is.
It's a
great.
small, friendly fair. It doesn't feel nearly as massive and huge
Yeah.
as TRF does. and
TRF's great, but they have like concrete sidewalks.
It's
What's that
been
about?
it's been built up. Sherwood, they literally carved out. I remember in the founding year, they were like, "Hey, your free passes, you come out and help us like brush hog and clear this place out." And
still doing
campsites
it.
and stuff. Yep. So it's a nice little fair. You literally, it lives up to its name. You're in a forest most of the time, so,
Mm.
so it's a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, Groo the
It's a
game.
Great place to play D&D.
Great place to play D&D. It is. I've done it out there. It's fun. But we will see you guys next week on SJGames Live. Join us in our Discord, our forums. Come back here and hang out again next week. See you, everybody.
I won.
Fox 1.